Hi, welcome to this video. I'm writing A grade PEs for your upcoming of my cement controlled assessment. This video is looking at how Steinbeck uses light to show Curley's wife is a danger to the men. So here are the discussion topics my class has been looking at in my lessons. Like I say, this one is looking at light and sunshine. So please do not just talk about plot in your controlled assessments, or this will happen to you. You will not get above an E if you just talk about plot and don't go into any analysis of your quote. So please make sure that you try and do some of the things we're looking at in this video. So the perfect PE, point, evidence, explain. So basically I'll make a point, give a quote, and then my explanation is saying how my evidence proves my point. So then I'm going to zoom in on the words in the quote and discuss context. So what I mean by zooming in is we're going to pick out a phrase or a couple of phrases from each quote and explain them and talk about why those words have been chosen. And then I'm going to talk about 1930s America. This is the quote we're looking at. The rectangle of sunshine in the doorway was cut off. So my point for this one is that Steinbeck uses light to show Curley's wife is a danger to the men. In your point, please don't write 3 or 4 sentences. Make your point short and concise and clear. Don't sort of go very complicated with it. People will struggle if you make your point and your evidence and explain all jumbled up together. So make a really simple point. Okay, so we talked about in my sessions that light is a metaphor for the following: hope, life, happiness, dreams, and darkness is a metaphor for the following: death, no hope, being lonely, evil, depression. So what we're saying is, if light is a metaphor for hopes, dreams and life, if Curley's wife has cut it off, what does that say about the character? Well, it actually says that she will maybe stop their life, stop their dreams, that she's going to be a reason in the novel why people aren't going to achieve their dreams. So we can also talk about the fact that she will stop their dream, but she's also going to stop the American dream, so we can talk about that. Okay, then we're going to zoom in on the words. We're going to pick out a phrase from the quote and talk about it. So this one, I would say, there's only one thing we can really talk about, and that is the use of the word cut off. Okay, so Steinbeck could have used the word the light had faded. Okay, that sounds very gradual and very peaceful and very slow. However, he uses cut off, which is really quick, brutal and easy. So he's saying that Curley's wife is going to cut off their dreams and their life really quick, really brutally and really easily. Okay, and then we're going to talk about 1930s. So I already said she's going to stop their dream or cut off their dream, but we can also talk about the fact that she will stop the American dream and what that is saying about what Steinbeck's view of the American dream is. So my point is, Steinbeck uses light to show Curley's wife is a danger to the men. My evidence is the rectangle of sunshine in the doorway was cut off. So now in my explanation, I'm just going to say why the fact that the sunshine in the doorway cut off was a danger to the men. Okay, so sunshine and light can be a metaphor for hopes and dreams. Curley's wife blocks the light, and this could foreshadow or a warning to the reader that she will destroy their hopes of having their own farm. So a couple of sentences, I've just explained what we're talking about, that she will be the reason that their dreams won't work out. Then I'm going to zoom in on the word cut off, or the phrase cut off. The use of the verb cut suggests you will do it in a quick and brutal way. So I've not written 5 or 6 sentences, all I've been really to the point and explained why Steinbeck has used the word cut. Then I'm going to talk about 1930s America. The idea of dreams being blocked could also relate to the American dream, where if people worked hard they could achieve their dreams. You can also add to that, well, that obviously shows that Steinbeck's view of the American dream is that he totally disagrees with it, doesn't think it's something that actually really happens in reality. Okay, so if you just did to the green, you're looking at a C/D grade paragraph, but adding the pink and adding the blue, adding the zoom in, adding to the context is getting you a B or A grade paragraph if you do it properly. Okay, so just remember, point, evidence, explain, zoom in, really important to get high grade zoom in on language and context 1930s America. If you do that, you're guaranteed to get a great grade.